In this video, we'll be covering the changes coming to PvP, including updates to matchmaking, changes to airborne effectiveness, and the highly anticipated return of Rumble to the Crucible. We know you're all eager to see what's in store, so let's get started after the intro. Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Whether it's reviews, previews, guides, or news, we've got you covered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, and also let us know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this one. First up, let's talk about Rumble. The developers at Bungie have heard the cries of the players and have decided to bring back the fan-favorite game mode, Rumble, as a permanent fixture in the Crucible. This is absolutely incredible news. No more rotating in and out. Rumble is here to stay. This is a huge win for the community, as Rumble has always been a popular game mode among players. But I have to say, while I'm excited to see Rumble return, I can't help but wonder if this is the right move. I mean, Rumble is a chaotic and fast-paced game mode, and it can be difficult for new players to get a handle on. But at the same time, it's also a lot of fun and adds a new level of excitement to the Crucible. So, what do you all think? Are you excited for the return of Rumble, or do you think it's a bad idea? Let me know in the comments below. Then the article gets into matchmaking. Destiny 2 team is continuing to make changes to the game's matchmaking system in order to make it more fair and enjoyable for players. They've added a loose form of skill-based matchmaking in Season 18 and fireteam-based matchmaking in Season 19. Their goal is to create a fair playing field for players of all skill levels and fireteam sizes. They're also looking into dynamic skill matchmaking to improve the experience for players in lower population brackets. Personally, I think it's great that the team is constantly looking for ways to improve the game's matchmaking system. It can be frustrating to constantly be matched with players who are significantly better or worse than you. I'm curious to see how these changes will play out in the long term. This is being implemented as a way to create a fair playing field for players of all sizes and skill levels and to eliminate the need for freelance nodes. The goal is to improve the overall experience for players in all modes of play, including quick play, Iron Banner, and competitive 3v3. The developers will be closely monitoring player feedback and analytics to make adjustments as needed. Fireteam-based matchmaking is just the first step in a series of changes coming to matchmaking. Once the kinks have been ironed out, the next feature on deck is dynamic skill matchmaking. This feature is geared towards improving matchmaking for players who are in a low population skill bracket or during a particularly low population time. The developers also shared data to show that the current implementation of skill-based matchmaking is headed in the right direction. One data point they shared is match outcome prediction, which uses an algorithm to predict the outcome of a given match. The prediction accuracy is at 50%, which is considered ideal, meaning both teams are evenly matched and the winner cannot be determined based on statistics alone. They also shared some additional data on match outcome prediction, which shows that matches are becoming fairer due to the implementation of skill-based matchmaking. However, there is still a discrepancy between the main node and freelance nodes, and it's more difficult to produce fair matches with fireteams because of the advantages they possess in communication, team composition, and team synergy. But the developers are testing fireteam-based matchmaking with the goal of reaching a point where matches in the main node are just as fair as the freelance node, so they can eventually discontinue the use of freelance nodes. And this is a work in progress, but they are on the right track. It's clear that the developers at Bungie are dedicated to improving the matchmaking experience for players, and it will be interesting to see how these changes play out in the coming months. I'm excited to see how these changes will affect the game, but I would like to know what you think. Do you think fireteam-based matchmaking is a good idea? How do you feel about the changes to matchmaking in general? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it. In other news, the developers at Bungie are making changes to the airborne effectiveness system to balance the increasing number of airborne movement options against their combat effectiveness. They introduced the airborne effectiveness system in Season 17 to prepare for more airborne gameplay options, but found that the cost and player fun was too high. With the new update, players can expect a primary weapon with no investment to be as accurate as a primary weapon with the Icarus grip mod equipped before the introduction of airborne effectiveness. The auto-aim angle is also significantly improved, and the magnetism penalty has been eliminated. Instead of relying on accuracy and aim assist penalties, players will now be required to aim precisely at the head to get a headshot while airborne. The developers also plan to reduce penalties on shotguns and sniper rifles, but may revisit this later. In playtesting, this new change has made baseline airborne gunplay feel substantially better, and building into higher airborne effectiveness feels more rewarding. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into the accuracy of weapon. Airborne effectiveness system affects the accuracy of weapons. Specifically, it states that the airborne effectiveness system controls how much bullets spread out with repeated firing. This means that when a player is using a weapon while airborne, the airborne effectiveness system will determine how accurate the weapon will be. The article also mentions that with the update, players can expect a primary weapon with no investment to be as accurate as a primary weapon with the Icarus Grip mod equipped did before the introduction of airborne effectiveness. So in summary, the airborne effectiveness system plays a role in determining the accuracy of weapons while in airborne mode, and the developers are making changes to improve the accuracy for players. It seems that Bungie is looking to add more variety and options to the gameplay in Destiny 2 by introducing more airborne movement options. This is likely to make the game more dynamic and exciting for players and to give players more ways to engage with the game world and with other players. However, as the article notes, it's important to balance this increased focus on airborne movement with combat effectiveness so as not to shift the game too heavily in favor of airborne gunplay. Additionally, in the past, players using an airborne playstyle could be extremely oppressive, especially in modes that did not have skill-based matchmaking. However, as skill-based matchmaking has been rolled out across more PvP modes, this concern has become less relevant. Despite achieving its goals, the cost and player fun was too high, so Bungie made some updates in each subsequent weapon balance update while starting on a larger rework in Lightfall. Well, these are some of the latest updates and changes coming to Destiny 2. From the return of the popular game mode Rumble to the ongoing efforts to improve matchmaking and balance the effectiveness of weapons while airborne. We hope you found this informative and exciting. As always, we want to hear your thoughts and opinions on these changes, so leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the game.